हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनून। आवाज आ रही है? ठीक। Descartes revised and done. Two small topics are left. We will complete that and we will start the great philosopher Spinoza. I will tell you why he is so great. So let us finish. New student? Okay. Fine. Are you people actually able to understand something? You are also new, na? Able to understand something? But don't, but still, this weekend complete all your earlier classes. So philosophy is very easy, very interesting and very logical. But there is one thing which we need to make certain. We cannot skip in between. है ना? Problem. I'll tell you the real problem. I don't want you students to, think कि हम Descartes से पढ़ना चालू कर देंगे and it will be done. Until and unless a person has the background of earlier philosophies, jumping to any philosopher will not form the continuous basis and the flow in your mindset. So this weekend, go, if any lecture is pending, online students also go and finish backlog so that it should be 1-to-1 always. पहले का सब हो जाना चाहिए ताकि अब आपका फिर माइंडसेट सही से बनेगा और you will be better able to understand. Fine? Don't just I always I don't know why these people are allowing them in between students, but generally it should be if there should be anything, it should be like पहली 3 क्लासेस प्लेटो या पहली 2 क्लासेस एरिस्टोटल तक, उसके बाद बीच में जंप करने से ना समझ नहीं आएगा। मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, आपकी समझ की बात है। ओके, Descartes. Next, continue. Descartes' theory of ideas. Descartes' theory of ideas. Ideas, according to Descartes, are modifications of ideas. According to Descartes, are modifications of or modes of modifications of or modes of thought. Modes of thought. Full stop. In his book Meditations, in his book Meditations, he has divided ideas into 3 kinds. He has divided ideas into 3 kinds. First, sensory ideas or adventitious ideas. Sensory ideas or adventitious ideas. Second, factitious ideas. Factitious. Factitious ideas. Third, innate ideas. Third, innate ideas. First heading, adventitious ideas or sensory ideas. नाम से क्या पता चल रहा है? Sensory ideas means the ideas formed by our senses, sense experience. So the idea of this table you have formed because of sense experience. So anything which you can sense will be the idea of sensory idea or adventitious idea. These ideas are based on sense experience These ideas are based on sense experience. Full stop. Here the mediation of sensory organs is necessary. Here the mediations of sensory organs is or are necessary. Sensory ideas may be true or false. May be true or false. Can you believe all the things your senses tell you? No. We have. Everybody understand that? Any doubt why you cannot believe or trust your senses? सबका अपनी आंखों पे से विश्वास उठ गया है कि नहीं उठा है कि मैं उठाऊं? पक्का? Sure? Okay. Second, factitious ideas. They originate under imagination. They originate under imagination. Example, unicorn, genie in a bottle, flying horse, angels, etc. So what is the second kind of idea? Factitious ideas means fictional. Fiction. The ideas created by our imagination. We can imagine anything. Those fictional ideas are known as factitious ideas. Third, innate ideas. These ideas are put in the mind. At the time of birth by God. At the time of birth by God. Full stop. Descartes has used innate ideas to prove God and world. This is just to give you an idea what theory of idea of Descartes was. Okay. Next, last heading. अच्छा, innate ideas में तो किसी को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. All of you now understand what are innate ideas? What are innate ideas? These are the ideas which have been put in the mind at the time of birth by God. So this innate idea means we have all the knowledge present in our mind. It is just that we have forgotten. But whenever we see something or reason something, the idea is brought back to our memory. So this is why, according to these rationalist people or the people who believe in innate ideas, do anyone teach us that we should be fearing pain? Naturally we fear pain. Anybody teaches us to laugh? Innate. These are some innate qualities. Similarly, there are a lot of innate knowledges which we get through reason. जैसे अब ऐसी कौन सी नॉलेज है जो आपके दिमाग में है लेकिन अभी ऐसे बहुत सारी मैथ्स की नॉलेज होगी, है ना? There's a lot of calculations of maths which you may not be knowing at this point, but the moment you will start calculation, it will come out. So according to innate ideas, there always was this knowledge. It is just that it was brought to surface by reasoning. And some people will believe it can be brought to light by experience, like Plato. According to Descartes, we can brought to light by reason. When we start to question things, knowledge will itself become unhidden. So knowledge was hidden within us, lekin slowly and steadily it will be opening up. It will be becoming visible to us as we start to reason. That is why he says that we should be thinking all the time. The best pastime should be thinking. Think. आराम से बैठे सोच रहे हैं. क्या सोच रहे हैं? ऐसे छोटी मोटी बातें नहीं है ना. Thinking doesn't mean thinking about small things like preparation. What should we become in life? No, big things. Why this world? What forms the essence of this world? Why we should be ethical? Is there a God or not? These type of big questions. Okay. Last topic. Why was Descartes called father of modern Western philosophy? Why was Descartes called father of modern Western philosophy? Batao. Can you think of some points, even if I have not told you? Yes, earlier it was said that there is a God and you must accept it. Nobody actually tried to properly prove it using calculations and proper arguments. So he was the first one who proved metaphysical entities like soul and God. Okay, next. Yes, first one to use maths as the basis of philosophical argumentation. Method of maths, method of Cartesian method. Okay. Yes, he did not base his philosophy on any old philosophy and rather developed a very okay, a revolutionary method of his own. Okay, next. Anything else? Yes, after the Dark Ages, he was the first one who started to question and use reason as his guide. Therefore, started rationalism as a school, which will have other philosophers like Spinoza and anything else? He gave a scientific method to reach philosophy. Okay? He captured the imagination of masses and the other philosophers, isn't it? Captured the... But what does it mean, capturing the imagination? People become awestruck. क्या बता दिया method of doubt. बात तो सही है ना? Suddenly people felt, oh, it is such a nice thing. Doubt, yes, you cannot doubt the doubt. Therefore, there must be a doubting agency. And the moment you say doubting, there must be someone who is thinking. And thinking means conscious. Oh, soul proved. Before that, people were trying to prove soul by methods like, I am soul, this body is not soul. But if I say this body is not soul, but it doesn't make this great impact, like using such a scientific method. So it captured the imagination. People become really fascinated by his method. Anything else? Yes, Cartesian method, or rather not believing blindly. He said we should not believe blindly, rather he introduced the concept of doubt, which later led to development of his philosophy. Okay. Anything else? सोचो. He has also worked in meditations and mind too. Yes, he was a great scientist of mind. He used to discuss how our mind works, but that is not part of our syllabus. Like Plato. ऐसा कुछ तो नहीं कहा. लेकिन this is not a very valid appreciation he has got. In philosophical terms, Descartes was the one who started rationalism. Yes, Copernicus was also rational in his approach, but he applied it to geography or astronomy, not philosophy. Okay, fine. Yes, of course. It's descriptive. Same thing, which he said, not creating another world. But it's better to say it's descriptive. Isn't it a descriptive philosophy? He's not trying to create another world. But yes, some kind of imagination is also he is using, like God, pineal gland, interactionism. These are some of the imaginary things, but else he is trying to describe this world as it is. Okay, fine. You people have actually found or developed the this arguments for Descartes as a father of philosophy yourself only. But we will make you right, don't worry. But अपने से सोचना ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है? Is it difficult? अगर नहीं भी पढ़ाती तो लिख सकते थे? लिख सकते हैं? नहीं. There is a classification. Ancient Greek philosophers, Dark Ages, modern philosophers, and after Hegel and before Moore, there will be contemporary philosophers. Okay, this is the classification. Timeline in simple terms. First, as a mathematician and rationalist philosopher, he was the first one. He was the first one after Dark Ages of medieval period. You people don't make diagram. Why? हाँ, बनाया है? ये बना लिया? हाँ तो बना लिया करो. Don't wait till spoon feeding will take you to a certain level, not beyond that. We also have to work our brain. So the moment you put this diagram into your paper, you have that pictographic memory, and supposedly in your exam, you have no time. Supposedly, imaginary, hypothetically, you have to write this answer on Descartes, and you have very little time left. What will you do? Will you write full pages? You cannot write. What will you do? Make such a diagram. Even if you will not get full marks, you will get sufficient marks so that because you have represented all the ideas which has to be there. So these diagrams help you revise faster. You can put them in your answer sheets if required. So whatever diagrams I make, try to note it down while understanding. Of course, I will give you the written notes. Okay. As a mathematician and rationalist philosopher, he was the first one after Dark Ages of medieval period. After Dark Ages of medieval period, to free philosophy from the slavery of religion. To free philosophy from the slavery of religion. He's not talking about any religion. Second, he used scientific methodology. He used scientific methodology and freedom of thought along with practical use of mathematics. Scientific methodology and freedom of thought along with practical use of mathematics, especially deductive methods. Especially deductive methods. Full stop. These methods and trends, of using reason, continued to influence the later philosophers like, कौन से दो philosophers हैं? Spinoza and Leibniz. Third, his pursuit. What does it mean, pursuit? Effort. Pursuit of happiness नहीं देखी है? How many of you have watched the movie Pursuit of Happiness? Pursuit of Happiness भी नहीं देखी. देखिए. If you ever get time, watch it. It's a very inspirational movie. Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith. Okay. His pursuit to rid philosophy from subjective biases and prejudices पता नहीं इसे prejudices बोलते हैं या prejudices बोलते हैं. Prejudices is the correct pronunciation. अच्छा पता है ना, pronunciation नहीं होता, pronunciation. What is the correct pronunciation for Almira? अच्छा अलमारी नहीं होता. Almira. हाँ, हमारे यहाँ प्रोनाउंसिएशन की भी प्रोनाउंसिएशन बहुत गंदी है. हाँ हाँ, डम्ब नहीं होता, थम्ब नहीं होता, थम्ब. बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं. क्या? हाँ, आलमंड एंड आलमंड. और वो कौन कौन जेलेपिनो बोलता है? एलेपिनो. कम से कम ये ठीक कर लो, एलेपिनो है ना. और वो होता है, कौन कौन मुजीतो बोलता है? मुजीतो दे दो हमें. कौन कौन मुजीतो बोलता है? रेज योर हैंड्स. अरे सच में, कुछ समय पहले तक सब बोलते थे. बोलो मुजीतो कौन कौन बोलता है? बोलते थे. अभी ठीक हो गया? इस मोहितो. ठीक है. So biases and prejudices also affect, or या फिर the pursuit to rid philosophy from subjective biases and prejudices, and his efforts to make philosophy as objective as mathematics were continued by later rationalist philosophers. Full stop. The Cartesian dictum or axiom, cogito ergo sum, influenced many philosophers, influenced many philosophers who commented on it, like, who commented on it, ब्रैकेट में लिख दो, who commented on it, like Hume, Kant, like Hume, Kant, existentialist, existentialists, and Strawson, etc. Strawson, etc. Many philosophers talked about his philosophy, either criticized or appreciated it. Then Descartes' method to approach metaphysics. Next point, Descartes' method to approach metaphysics through his epistemology of Cartesian doubt, through his epistemology of Cartesian doubt, influenced many people in his time, influenced many people in his time, and even today, influenced many people in his time, and even today, the dictum, I think, therefore I am, inspires many. Even today, the dictum, I think, therefore I am, inspires many. Even now it is found on cups, t-shirts, billboards. What is it that is so inspiring about this dictum? Philosophy, I have told you, but something unique. Look, elite, huh? Is it? I think, therefore I am. Ah, yes, 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 this is very right. What is your name? Vijay. Very deep, what do you say, interpretation, that when we are so stressed and sometimes we are actually lost in this world, and then when we think, we realize that the most important thing is that I exist, I am, and we should be the main character. Very true. Anything else? Any other interpretation? If you think you can be something, then you can. If you think, then you can. Okay, very positivity. Okay, fine. Next. Okay. So it is still an inspirational figure or a dictum, and many, what do you say, self-help books also use it. Next, Descartes' method to approach metaphysics. अच्छा ये तो हो गया ना हमारा last, but इसमें से भी अभी हम लिखेंगे. His focus on presupposition-less philosophy. His focus on presupposition-less philosophy paved the way. Paved मतलब आगे आगे बनाते चलना. Paved the way for phenomenology. Phenomenology, which is a different philosophy. Which is a different philosophy. ये वाले पॉइंट्स तो स्टैंडर्ड थे, जो आपने बनाए थे वो भी हैं. लिख सकते हैं क्या उन्हें? लिख लो अपने अपने हिसाब से, जब हो जाए तो बताना, then we will move to Spinoza. You can elaborate, you can write like this also, rather make like this only. सारे लिख लिए? डायग्राम छोटा बनाया है. अभी तक मुझे ना बहुत सुंदर कॉपी नहीं दिखी, तुम पीछे बैठते ना, मुझे लग रहा है इसके लिए. In my last batch, there used to be like 3-4 people with very good handwriting and very good diagram skills. So when I used to see their copy from the podium, I used to feel really good. बिल्कुल होता है. देखो मैं तुम्हें दिखाती हूँ. Can you see this? Able to see? हैंडराइटिंग बहुत अच्छी नहीं है, लेकिन रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ थिंग्स. This year's topper came 2-3 days back, and we were discussing like what led to his this score of 319. He highlighted that he represented with diagrams wherever he could, not everywhere, but in few answers where he could use it, he used it. This means that we should not shy away from हो गया. Actually, these things will be said by psychologists, not a philosopher. Yes. If you give a psychologist the theory of innate idea, they will interpret it like this. No, there is some bigger in our mind, definitely. That is why he said, "Na, we have the idea of perfect." Not this. Because we have to understand not everything is tangible and not everything is intangible. Fine? Okay. So now we start a very, very, very unique and lovely philosopher, Spinoza. So Spinoza's philosophy is not difficult, but it is something for which you will have to open your mind once. So this class, I will try my best to open your mind so that you actually understand Spinoza in a way that you will never forget, and it helps you in life. He is a philosopher which has inspired so many other philosophers, may it be Hegel, any philosopher, you name it. If he has done something really big, he was a fan of Spinoza. They may agree or disagree, but being a fan is always there. His philosophy is really enchanting, and some people say that his philosophy is very close to Shankaracharya's philosophy. Of course. Very close to Shankaracharya's philosophy. So let us start his story. So historically 16th century, 17th century philosopher, and he was born in a Jewish family. Jews are, you know Jews? Are they same as Christians? No. Jewish people are different. So this is the first misconception that you have to move away from. So he was born in a Jewish family, a scholar of Hebrew, and his parents were devoted Jewish. Very religious, very traditionally religious. Ma'am, please speak little bit Hindi to make interest. अरे हिंदी इंग्लिश ने तो जान ही ले ली है मेरी. Glitches? Is there some network glitch? It is clear? वैसे भी हम LMS बदल देंगे 2-3 दिन और बच्चों. ऑनलाइन वाले बच्चों ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2-3 दिन. After that, hopefully there will be no glitches or anything. These IT people are, I don't know how much you can trust them. Anybody from IT? You have lost my trust just by being from IT. Okay. Makes us human being which is different from animals. Huh? Okay, I will try to speak in Hindi, but English people, please remember, I will definitely repeat whatever I speak in Hindi. Do not feel that whatever I have spoken in Hindi will not be repeated. It will be repeated in English also. Okay? Fine. So Spinoza is a person, was born in a Jewish family, very traditional, very religious family, and he was completely indoctrinated like all of us. Indoctrinated like पूजा करो, इस दिन ये होता है, उस दिन ये होता है ना, we have to do this ritual, that ritual. So he used to observe all the rituals in his childhood, all the rituals, all the holidays, all the ways of praying, because his family was Jewish priests and he was definitely going to follow it. But slowly and steadily he had this interest in reading about other religions. He said, Jewish का तो पढ़ लिया, Hebrew पढ़ लिया, है ना, Christianity भी पढ़ लेते हैं, दूसरे religions भी पढ़ लेते हैं. So he started reading other religions like Christianity and started to know more about it. Slowly and steadily he realized that traditional interpretation of religion is not right. Traditional interpretation of God is not right. There were many inconsistencies. And his idea was that everything is united and everything is made up of only one thing, which he called as substance. He said that whatever there is, whether it is a thing or a being, anything, it is all connected and everything must start from only and only one thing that he called as substance. And another name for this substance he put as, another name was nature. You can also understand it as universe. And in Shankaracharya's philosophy, it will become Brahma. So everything starts from this one thing, according to Spinoza. According to Spinoza, the God is not a person. Had he or she been a person, then things would have been really different. But God is not a person, according to Spinoza. So if God is not a person, does it make any sense to pray to God? The God is not a person. He works on rationalist, reasonable principles, just as nature works. To understand it, understand like this. गिर गया, ठीक है, भगवान नहीं गिरना, नहीं नहीं नहीं, प्लीज भगवान जी, ये रुमाल नहीं गिरना चाहिए. फिर भी गिर गया, क्यों? Because of gravity. This means whether I drop it, you drop it, Vivekanand ji drop it, Modi ji drop it, whoever drops it, this napkin will fall. Can anything stop it? it will fall. Why it will fall? Because it is the law of nature. This means that nature is working on some laws which are permanent, eternal and fixed. Nothing can change them. This means that if we want to understand world, we need to understand these laws. And what is world? World is God or substance or nature. This means if we want to understand God, then we must understand the laws of nature, how things are working. If a priest and a sinner, Daku or Sadhu, they go to a hilltop. There is this hilltop, है ना, एक डाकू है और क्या है, साधु, असली वाला साधु. If there is some slippery slope, then what will happen? Both will fall. Will the hill differentiate between the sadhu and a daku? Not. Why will not God save him? हाँ, फ्रिक्शन सबके लिए बराबर है, ग्रेविटी सबके लिए बराबर है. ये तो गलत बात है. समझ में आ रही है? Why both of them will fall? Because the laws applicable are same. This means what we need to understand are these laws, because they don't change and they tell us something about how this world, this nature works. And if we understand these laws, won't our life will be easy? So these are the physical laws. So these are just the physical laws, gravity, friction, etc. But there must be certain laws psychologically also. There must be certain laws socially also. Nature, there must be some laws in which the humans may work. There are laws of the jungle, isn't it? So tell me, so this is a very lovely example. So he wrote a very lovely book which is known as Ethics or Ethica. Very interesting book. And in his book he has discussed a lot of things. One of the examples he discusses is, in a jungle there is a lion and there is a deer. So ऐसे ही है ये लायन, ठीक है, और ये डियर है. लिख देते. ओके फाइन, मिटा देती हूँ मैं. खुश. I need to work on my skills. Okay. Okay. So there is a lion and a deer. Each morning, lion must come out to hunt a deer, and deer must run to save his or her life. Natural. Is lion evil? Lion is not evil. Who is killing the deer? Is lion evil or not? No. Is deer a victim? Can there be a victim without a evildoer? No. Why? Because this is natural law. Either deer will run away and the lion will die of starvation, or lion will capture and eat the deer. This is the law, how things work in the nature. समझ में आ रही है बात किस तरफ जा रही है? थोड़ी थोड़ी समझ में आ रही है? This is how nature works. भाई टीवी ऑफ हो गई है. अब कभी डाउट नहीं आएगा. After you read Spinoza, many doubts will resolve. There are few philosophers who are so very influential. Well, maybe Spinoza may not hit you right now because right now your thoughts may not be that mature. है? है कर गया? हाँ. अभी इसका असली इम्पैक्ट कुछ सालों बाद आएगा, है ना? कुछ समय बाद, मे बी नॉट सालों, कुछ महीने बाद, कुछ दिनों बाद, when you will realize that Spinoza is a philosopher you can apply anywhere, and the kind of peace this man brings in the kind of understanding about the world this man brings is very different. Anybody who understands Spinoza in real sense will never stress. Never ever. Stress cannot touch that person who has understood Spinoza in real sense. In real sense. Problem is that his philosophy is so deep, it is so enchanting, it is so beyond imagination that it is our own limitation that we are not able to sometimes grasp the depth he is giving us. It is our limitation. He has told about the real things, the very practical ways of dealing with life, very practical ways. Okay, so he says that there are some natural laws, and these natural laws are same for everybody. They doesn't differentiate between man and female, a male or female, child or elderly, religion wise, region wise. They don't differentiate between good and bad, evildoer and saint. No differentiation. This world and this nature is run by natural, eternal, determined laws. The term I am using is determined laws. These laws are determined by. Now this God is not one person, but the overall existence as such. The collection of all these laws is known, this Spinoza is calling that as God. So according to Spinoza, traditional religion is just an imagination. According to him, Bible and other religious texts are written by humans out of their own imagination, so that people could be brought in a system, people could be made to comply in a system. The rituals and everything else, even the prayers, are made just to make these people rely on the system of religion. But in essence, according to Spinoza, there are no miracles, prayers doesn't work, there is no personalistic God. Personalistic means God as a person. There are no angels who will come to your help. Rather, if all of this is not there, what is there? The system which is working flawlessly. And this system is universe, substance, nature, or God. So he says that those people who are praying, how many of you pray? Raise your hand, proper hands. No? क्या मजा नहीं आ रहा? हम once even एक बार भी प्रेयर करें, हाँ? अरे एक बार तो करनी होगी. हाँ, और कौन नहीं है? अच्छा, ये तो एथीस्ट हो गया. और कौन है? अच्छा चलो ठीक है. आवा. तो स्पाइनोजा कहते हैं कि people who pray are the most selfish people on earth. He says that praying means that you are praying to the God and saying, God, please alter the universal laws for me. Please favor me. You are bribing God? Huh? No? not for that thing. Oh, so generally prayers are, basically, so people want भगवान बस कैसे भी सिलेक्शन करा देना, बस भगवान सिलेक्शन करा देना, बस 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 अब सिलेक्शन करा देना. हो सकता है आपसे ज्यादा मेरिट का कोई व्यक्ति हो, जो गरीब भी हो, जिसे जरूरत भी हो. अब भगवान को आपकी प्रेयर के कारण उसका सिलेक्शन छोड़ के आपका करा देना चाहिए. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू विल चूज दैट? नो. So this means that God should follow the rules. The natural rules should follow. So the people who are, according to Spinoza, not me, I am not saying any of these things. So according to Spinoza, people who are praying are people who want God to alter the natural system to serve their selfish purpose. They are saying that gravity works for all, but please, 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 Bhagwan ji, let not gravity work on me. But will it help? So actually, will the prayer help? Will it help? Because there is no one who is hearing. There is no person sitting in the heavens who is hearing your prayers, according to Spinoza. There is no one who is judging. Oh, he donated, tick, good. He lied, bad, hell. Nobody is doing this for you, according to Spinoza. Nobody is judging each and every action that you are doing. Nobody is judging, ये पापी है, ये बहुत पुण्य कमा. Nobody is doing this पाप पुण्य thing for you, according to Spinoza. Nobody is seeing you. There is nobody who is watching over you, whether you are in trouble or whether you are doing something wrong or whether you are doing something good or whether you are happy. Nobody is watching you. Heavens are empty. Heaven मतलब sky खाली है, वहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है. If you by any chance feel that somebody is watching over, then you are actually imagining. You are actually just trying to find that solace based on scriptures. According to Spinoza, the universe or the world or the substance or the God of Spinoza is impersonalistic and not biased, without any prejudices, without any confusion, completely based on laws. There are natural fixed laws which he doesn't alter for anybody and anything. It is us who remain confused in this existence because we don't understand his ways. Just that we don't understand why things are how they are, which makes us confused. And this confusion is the reason for our misery. This confusion is the reason for our misery. It is just because we don't understand how things and why things work the way they work. Another example he gives. He says, this means he is destroying the concept of hope for people. No, no, no. He is a very hopeful. This is what you people start judging a philosopher the moment he or she starts. Or she तो है ही नहीं अभी, है ना? The moment a philosopher starts. No, we don't have to judge a person by the cover or book by its cover. He is a very lovely philosopher. Just try to imbibe what he is saying. Just try to see his world view, the way he is thinking the world or nature or the conceptualization of his understanding. Just try to see. It doesn't mean that whatever Spinoza is saying is correct. Never. We never have to accept that. If you are a theistic person, just listen to what he is saying. Because he is also saying something substantial, something interesting, a new dimension is opening up. Understand it like that only. You people hear and you want to change your thoughts either, or you want to counter with your existing thoughts. No. First, hear and understand. पहले सुन के उस व्यक्ति को, उसकी फिलॉसफी को जान लो, उसको थोड़ा समझ लो, और फिर वो आपका दिमाग का डायमेंशन खोल देगा. हर फिलॉसफी को अपनाने की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन बहुत मतलब की बात बोल रहे हैं. ये बोल रहे हैं कि कैसी है दुनिया, दुनिया एक सिस्टम की तरह है जो कि बहुत प्रॉपरली लॉज पे फंक्शन करती. भगवान कोई व्यक्ति नहीं है, एक सिस्टम का नाम है, एक प्रेजेंस का नाम है. उस प्रेजेंस को उसने नाम दिया है सब्सटेंस. उसके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हम देखेंगे क्या क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं, लेकिन एक सब्सटेंस है, वो सारी दुनिया उसी में ही है, सब चीजें उसी में ही है. All the things and beings are part of that substance or God world only. Nothing is beyond that. सब चीजें मिला लो. Imagine ये वाला एरिया, कंट्री, कॉन्टिनेंट, वर्ल्ड, मतलब अर्थ, सोलर सिस्टम, गैलेक्सीज, सुपर गैलेक्सीज, और क्या होगा, कंप्लीट यूनिवर्स, कंप्लीट नोन यूनिवर्स एंड अननोन यूनिवर्स, सब मिला के क्या बनता है, सब्सटेंस. कैन देयर बी एनीथिंग आउटसाइड सब्सटेंस? नो. Whatever is within substance. Whatever is within substance. So when we talk about substance, we are not just limited to this Spinoza. This is the conceptualization of Spinoza, that whatever is within substance. Nothing is outside substance. When we talk about substance, we talk about the laws of the universe as a whole. Can you understand that? Another way of understanding Spinoza is that there are a lot of things happening in the world at the same time. Supposedly, there is music, a very happy, romantic music. So people who are sad, if there is a house, there is a music playing here, there is this house one. In this house, recently only someone died. Now, when they hear this music, what do they feel? Bad? They feel bad, and rather they feel somebody is evil enough to play music at this time. Isn't it? Okay. Another house recently got married. Romantic music going on. According to them, the music has been played by God for them, and they feel that this music is the perfect thing to happen at this time. Perfect. Nothing should stop this music. And the person who has died, है ना, यहाँ से एक आदमी होगा ना जो मरा भी होगा, what impact does the music have on the dead? Nothing. The dead person is not sad, happy. It doesn't concern him. So the music has no effect on the dead person. उसको कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. जो दुखी है उसके लिए म्यूजिक बुरा है, जो सुखी है उसके लिए म्यूजिक अच्छा है, और जो डेड है उसके लिए ना अच्छा ना बुरा कोई मैटर ही नहीं करता.